Hi, my name's Lisa. I'm a speech and language therapist and I specialise in the treatment of voice disorders in children and adults. I've made a couple of other videos looking at some top tips for looking after your voice, so if you're interested, check those out. The idea of this video was to talk a little bit about how having really good posture and keeping our muscles of the body nice and relaxed and released can really actually help with looking after our voice. And hopefully give you some tips for how to do that. So basically, when we're thinking about looking after our voice, it's something maybe a lot of us haven't ever thought about, and hopefully you haven't in some ways, because that means that something might have changed with your voice. And we never really think about looking after our voice. It's just there, it just happens. So only maybe if we have something like, I don't know, a bout of laryngitis and the voice goes, or we've been really shouting for whatever reason, say a music concert, and we lose our voice. But something which is really important to think about in our life in general, to make sure that our voice stays healthy for the duration of our life, is just trying to avoid having too many stresses and strains throughout our body, not only in this area, to avoid ever getting any difficulties. Something which can affect your voice when your body is very tense is something called muscle tension dysphonia. Dysphonia meaning sound not working right, muscle tension, self-explanatory. So sometimes you can develop something called muscle tension dysphonia, which affects your voice, and it gives your voice, it can either feel very strained and tight, and it can give your voice a very different sound quality to how your voice would normally sound. So if we can try and avoid that, that would be ideal, because it is not a nice thing to have. If you're a teacher, or you talk a lot in your profession, or you enjoy singing, if you sing even by yourself or with a choir, if you generally just use your voice a lot, I'm afraid to say you are at greater risk of having problems with your voice. So hopefully this information will be helpful to you. So basically, when you're thinking about looking after your voice, the area around your voice obviously is an area we want to pay attention to. So we want to make sure that the muscles of our shoulders, our neck, and also the muscles of our voice box, inside the voice box itself, are nice and released, nice and relaxed, and nice and open. And that's how the sound can come out most easily. It's really important as well, just going lower down in the body, that our chest area is nice and open. If we carry our body with our shoulders very tense and across our body like this and hunched over, so our back is very poorly aligned, then we're actually cramping the style of our lungs. Our lungs like to operate in a nice free and open environment so that they can do their job, take in the air, give yourself enough air to talk on. And so if you're closed or any tension in these muscles, it's going to impact how well you can breathe. And actually, although we don't think about breathing when we're talking, it's actually obviously fundamental to being able to talk, as well as obviously stay alive. So it's really important that we keep the chest nice and open. Then just moving down in the body, I know you can't see this in the video, but when we're just standing generally, actually our general posture is also really, really important for your voice. It's like the analogy of having a well-built house. If you've got good foundations, the rest of the house is very stable and will stand the test of time. So with your posture generally, it's really a kind of a good thing to kind of bear in mind is always make sure that you're feeling like your body's in as much equilibrium, balance as possible. And a really easy way to think about this is when you're standing or when you're sitting, try and always make sure that the weight is over both of your feet equally. And what this will do is it will help stabilize your body. It will help stabilize the diaphragm, the big muscle that sits just underneath your lungs. If your weight is slightly in one leg or the other, say, I don't know, if you cross your legs when you're sitting, or if you stand into one hip, what that will mean is that apart from all your muscles going out of alignment in one part of your body, your diaphragm will sort of like hitch to one side, and so your lungs won't be as well stabilized, because the diaphragm is so important for the movement of your lungs. So having your kind of weight feeling like quite evenly balanced is going to really, really help stabilize your voice. It's just going to help the muscles in that area and the breathing work as well as they possibly can to make your voice nice and smooth. And then also really generally in how you stand and move in daily activities is just really worth thinking about to keep your body in a nice relaxed and released open position. So again, coming back to the hips, not having the hips too tucked under, equally not too far back so your bottom sticks out, just kind of feeling that your hips sit in kind of like a neutral position, that you're not holding any excess tension in your leg muscles and the glutes and the thigh muscles or the calves, and even in the ankles and the feet, just kind of like getting an awareness of how your body feels. And if you feel kind of there's a bit of tension somewhere, maybe in the stomach, maybe you hold a bit of stress in your stomach, just kind of in a kind of a mindful exercise, just kind of try and put your awareness there and go, okay, I feel it, just going to try and relax. Breathing through that feeling can be quite helpful. If you're interested in finding out some more techniques about achieving more of that equilibrium in your body and relaxation, release and openness, then check out the more information on this website, www.mim.training. And if you're interested in doing some more work on general posture, then do get in touch with us, because it will definitely help your voice. That's all I'm going to say for now. Please feel free to get in contact, but as I said at the beginning, if you have any concerns about your voice at the minute, please just go straight to your doctor. Don't wait to get it checked. Okay, I'll speak to you soon. Bye.